All right, if you've seen me on this channel before, you know I talked relentlessly about Donald Trump's very clear and obvious cognitive decline. He's 79 years old, his ankles are swelling, his hands are bruising. Now we have new photos of a rash on his neck. And right now is a very important time, okay? Because Donald Trump initiated war with Iran that we still don't have any justification for because there was nuclear weapons, but we completely destroyed the nuclear program. And also, we had to do it because Israel was going to do it, but he's the master negotiator, so he doesn't bend to world leaders except Bibi Netanyahu. I don't even know. I don't know, okay? Regardless, you get the point. It's an important time. We're waging a war with no justification. Gas prices are exploding. The economy is starting to struggle. So where is Donald Trump right now? Well, he's not doing well. So let's talk about all that, and let's mainly focus in on Donald Trump and just where his state of mind is at, because it's not good. Before we start, really quickly, my name is Chris Mowrey. I do a daily episode here on the Adam Mockler channel. If you enjoy the way I do these videos, it would mean a lot if you want to write down below and check out my YouTube channel, Chris D. Mowrey. I post very similar videos. This is insane to say, but I'm like this close to 200,000 subscribers, which is crazy because literally this month, I was telling people on this channel I was this close to 100,000 subscribers. You guys have shown so much love lately. So I just want to say how grateful I am for each and every one of you. I appreciate you. I love you. And make sure also, as always, you're subscribed to the Adam Mockler channel. Tons of videos here every day, and I am here once a day. All right, let's start with this clip. Let's see what Donald Trump's got going on. This was in the last 48 hours. At the White House, a meeting while all of this madness that I talked about is going on. The economy is really starting to struggle, and Iran, hundreds of children are dead. Thousands of people will die. 6 U.S. troops are dead. Donald Trump held a press conference about sports. Okay, let's take a listen.
Okay, thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much.
Just stop my mic, hold on.
I mean, this was talked about a lot on social media, but like he's, people are trying to talk to him. You have Mike Johnson here lined up, to salute him and be like, you're the best king of all time. And all these people, and he's like trying to get out of there. I mean, he's wandering away. He's ready to leave. I think he needs to stay there a bit longer. When Donald Trump's been speaking at these events, I mean, I always say this, once a month, maybe like once every 6 weeks, I tell myself, I'm like, maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I've been tricked by the left-wing media making these videos. I've been watching too many Donald Trump clips. I need to watch Donald Trump in full. Maybe I'm being hard on him. I just need to watch him from start to finish. So every 6 weeks, I do that. Start to finish. It is so much worse than any of these clips give it credit for. I truly believe that. He is really, really, really not in a good place. I mean, he's always rambled incoherently. He's always kind of slurred his words, but lately it is impossible to keep up with. Take a listen to this.
Many Americans are still concerned that the massive energy demand from AI data centers could drive up their electricity bills in the future, and we understand that. By 2035, energy demand is expected to more than triple. Can you believe it? A lot of it is AI, and it's also all these big plants that are being built all over the country. They're coming in from Canada and Mexico, from Germany, from Japan, from South Korea. They're all coming here to build cars again. We lost 54% of our car industry because we had presidents that, honestly, on trade and business, they didn't know what the hell they were doing. I could say the same thing for the chip industry. We lost the chip industry, but it's all coming back. You could have stopped it so easy.
Wow, really pronounced, like slurring his words there. I also want to point out, manufacturing jobs as a whole. Donald Trump's supposed to bring back these manufacturing jobs. We have lost manufacturing jobs for 13 of Donald Trump's 14 months in office. And speaking of the economy, while Donald Trump is in his full cognitive decline and like wandering places, we got our February jobs report just the other day, and it kind of stunned the stock market and the business world because we were expecting 55,000 new jobs to be added to the economy. Instead, we lost 92,000 jobs. So kind of a big difference there, really missing expectations. Let's take a listen to Trump's administration. What happened here?
Madam Secretary, 92,000 jobs out in February. Fewer jobs in healthcare, fewer jobs for information services because of AI. The weather hurt things. Government employment down. If you add it all up, it doesn't look good for the Trump economy.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you. I think we have to address the fact that this is not a good report in its raw numbers, but we have to also talk about why this possibly has happened, this snapshot in time. It was mentioned, the weather. We saw healthcare numbers go down. We saw a record strike in California, over 30,000 jobs lost there, but that has been resolved, so we're hoping to see those numbers tick back up next month. But overall, we've gained 60,000 new jobs over the last 2 months. So this is important for us to recognize what the message is here, what the noise is, and how focused the Labor Department is in making sure that we can bring back those jobs in construction, manufacturing. We're seeing the confidence go up. We've seen the investments that the president has made. I've said it over and over again. The president and I talk. We visit on this often. It's important to him. We're laser focused to make sure that we have that skilled workforce. And it's just going to take some time. So we're recognizing what happened this month, and we're going to stay laser focused too.
Okay, these people drive me crazy. Crazy. I mean, there's several things in here that stick out. We don't agree with the report. Oh my God, of course. You cannot run on the idea of the golden age of America. We're, going to fix all these things on day one. And then, this is the slowest pace of hiring this country has seen, besides COVID, in like 20 years. People can't find a job. I talk to friends all the time. I'm 24, friends who just got out of college, who've gone, I know several people very close to me who have submitted over 200 job applications and cannot find a job. Nobody's hiring. The economy's really slowing down. Consumer confidence is low. Donald Trump's tariffs are causing price increases. Places like the grocery store now, gas is exploding because of Donald Trump's Iran war, which we talked about. And so it's just, you cannot get on TV and be like, we just don't agree with the report. Give us some more time. We'll figure it out. People voted for Trump not because, I would argue, not because Joe Biden didn't have good plans compared to Donald Trump. It's because Joe Biden and actually all past presidents are incompetent compared to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not a Democrat. He's not a Republican. He is the master negotiator. He is the businessman. He makes one phone call. It's not that he had better economic policies. It's that everybody else, according to him, is incompetent. So just get him in there, because he's not a politician, and he'll fix it all on day one. Well, clearly not. Things are really starting to fall apart. I would argue there's a big, flashing yellow or red, depending on how you look at it, light right now for the economy. And Donald Trump's economic policies are causing a lot of it, especially his tariffs with the slowdown in the economy. That same Labor Secretary Lori Chavez Demir, I believe, her top aides have resigned amid accusations of creating fake trips for the secretary to travel for pleasure using taxpayer dollars. Of course, I mean, it's like every day in this administration, they just, they use their roles in government to live lavishly. It's such an effing disgrace. It's sad that more Americans don't realize how prevalent it is right now. Again, the U.S. economy lost 92,000 jobs in February. They expected a gain of 55,000. Pack it up. Someone said it's so over, as in the economy is not doing well. Well, again, the economy's not doing well. War with Iran. Where's the president at? Is he doing okay? Dana Bash, CNN, had an opportunity to listen to the president. Let's take a listen.
He quickly turned to Cuba. He said, without being asked, Cuba is going to fall pretty soon, by the way, but Cuba is going to fall. They want to make a deal so badly. And I asked, how so? He said, they want to make a deal, so I'm going to put Marco over there, and we'll see how that works. But we're really focused on this one now, meaning Iran. We've got plenty of time on Cuba.
So I'm really glad we have a president who's laser focused, locked in, the no new wars, America first guy. All this is going on is first like, hey, Cuba's next. Holy smokes. Make sure you register to vote. This guy's going to get just killed in the midterms. And I obviously mean that in a voting sense, not a violent sense. Democrats do have to pick it up, though. Got to pick it up. Got to make sure we have leaders who are bringing this message out and also showing the contrast of what the Democratic Party can be. Because right now there's a large swath of Americans, I would argue, that are independents and feel politically homeless. And a lot of them were Trump supporters. But now that he's doing all this, they are done. We see more pictures of Donald Trump lately. Again, the rash on his neck, which quickly got covered up by makeup. I don't even know. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure the White House has talked about it. Does it really matter if the White House talked about it? I mean, Caroline Levitt would probably be like, he's got a rash on his neck because no one has ever worn a suit as long as Donald Trump has, and his collar rubs on his neck, and he wears it 24/7. He sleeps with it on because he does so much and works so hard. It's the same thing with his hands. They said he shakes so many hands. That's why he's got these big bruises that have to be covered in makeup. Here's another photo when it's not covered with makeup. I mean, man, this photo of Trump here is pretty, wow. Just, not looking too good these days, I would argue. And I hate to be that guy, to be mean, but it's true. Let's take a listen again to Donald Trump talking to reporters at this, sports event while all this is going on.
Thank you, President Trump. It sounds like the Russians are helping Iran target and attack Americans now.
That's an easy problem compared to what we're doing here. But can I be honest? It's just, I have a lot of respect for you. You've always been very nice to me. What a stupid question that is to be asking at this time. We're talking about something else. Can we keep this maybe a little bit? Go ahead, please.
Wow. What a great leader. He's really in the right headspace. What a stupid question to be asking about war. And also interesting to see him. That's a Fox News correspondent, Peter Doocy, I believe. I'm blanking on his name there. I apologize. But it's interesting to see Donald Trump lash out at people that he loves. That's such a stupid question. Why are we talking about that here? This is that's an easier question to solve than this. Again, we're talking about LGBTQ plus individuals in college sports at this roundtable. It's something that's pressing for the American people as, children and troops die overseas. So Donald Trump asked the question and he's lashed out. I mean, he is truly in a completely different world right now. And it's not just the cognitive decline. There's a set of people enabling this at the top who spend all day shielding him and keeping him in this invisible world, praising him, joking with him, trying to, I would argue, get what they want by essentially cozying up to him all the time. This was just a dumb, silly clip that reminded me of the cozying up, but also listen to this very closely. Pete Hegseth is such a moron.
Is he better in Spanish or in English? I think he's better in Spanish. I mean, it's great. Pete, please.
Thank you, sir. Mr. President, I only speak American.
That's hard. I only speak Cuban.
I actually don't. I don't think he realizes that he just said I only speak American as opposed to I only speak English. If it is supposed to be some kind of joke, it really didn't land and is not funny. But that's who Pete Hegseth is. A Fox News host who has no idea what's going on. And again, when it comes to people shielding the president of the United States, when he has cabinet meetings or he has events, nobody pushes him. We hear all sorts of stories about Biden or Obama, previous presidents, leading the White House with teams of people, listening to a lot of different opinions and kind of arguments, if you will, take place from that, good political dialogue about how to come to solutions. That's not what this administration does. And this is just a good example of it, whether it's in a cabinet meeting with all the directors that he selected, or it's just in events like this sports event. It's an entire group of people just glazing the president. Listen to this.
Appreciate it. Ron, please.
Well, thank you, Mr. President, for doing this. I mean, you have pedaled to the metal on so many different issues, from national security to border to energy, and you're not taking the pedal off any of that. And you could be forgiven to say college sports is important, but your plate's full, and you just added it to all the other things that you're doing. And I thank you for that, because this would not get done without your leadership. No one else could get this group together.
Oh my God, I'm cutting you off, Ron DeSantis. Blah, blah, blah. You're so amazing. You do so much good. How could you possibly add this to your plate? You don't even sleep. You don't take off your suit. You shake so many hands. And it's just it's exhausting. It is. I don't know how some of these individuals sleep at night. I really mean that. I mean, you just suck up to the guy so hard. You have sold out the American people, and you've sold out your oath to the Constitution. I want to point out, while all of this is going on, and Donald Trump's not in a good headspace, and Iran and the economy, the FBI interviews the DOJ has been hiding for months and months and months are now public after pressure. They described Trump's first interaction with a girl, quote, approximately 13 to 15 years old. These are 3 files that were missing from the initial release. We are still waiting for, first of all, over half of the Epstein files in general. We are still waiting on an explanation for why people like Donald Trump are redacted so often, the DOJ actively breaking the law. But on this specific release about accusations against Donald Trump that are so incredibly abhorrent, we are missing at least 30 plus more pages related to this. We only got a couple. And as I record this, we will see what happens. Donald Trump sending out a True Social, just directing foreign policy on his own social media site. We live in a great era right now, great time in American history. Quote, today Iran will be hit very hard. And he also said, quote, Donald Trump here directing foreign policy via True Social. We live in a great timeline. Quote, Iran, which is being beat to hell, has apologized and surrendered to its Middle East neighbors and promised it will not shoot at them anymore. They were looking to take over and rule the Middle East. It is the first time that Iran has ever lost in thousands of years to surrounding Middle Eastern countries. They have said, thank you, President Trump. I've said, you're welcome. Iran is no longer the bully of the Middle East. They're instead the loser of the Middle East. Again, this dude treats human lives in foreign policy like a game show. Today, Iran will be hit very hard. We'll see what happens. We will keep you updated here on the Adam Mockler channel. I really appreciate you watching this video. Once again, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. My name is Chris Mowrey. I do a daily episode here. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you tomorrow.